In a world that just never seems to stop moving, where do we actually find a moment of peace? Well, today we're going to look for an answer in a place you might not expect, a 1,200-year-old poem from Tang Dynasty China. It's short, it's simple, but believe me, it speaks so clearly to our modern search for stillness. Let's explore it together.
And really, the best way to start is with the poet's own words. This is Wang Wei writing late in his life. He says, 晚年为好静，万事不关心, which means, in late years, I only cherish stillness. All worldly affairs no longer concern me. I mean, wow, that's not just a line of poetry, is it? It's a whole life philosophy, and it's the key to understanding the incredible piece we're about to get into. So who was this man who valued quiet so much? Wang Wei was a giant of the Tang Dynasty, often called the poet Buddha. But he was so much more than just a writer. He was a real Renaissance man of his time, a famous musician, a visionary painter, and even a high-ranking official in the imperial court. And yet, despite all that success, what he really wanted was an escape. He found it at his country home, the Wangchuan Villa. And it was there that he wrote this little masterpiece. It's called Bamboo Pavilion. And in just 20 Chinese characters, Wang Wei builds an entire world. It's like a blueprint for finding tranquility. It's a perfect example of what's called mountain and water poetry, where the landscape you're seeing on the outside is really a reflection of what's going on in your mind. Okay, let's dive in with the very first line. Here it is in the original Chinese. 独坐幽篁里. Now in English, that translates to, alone I sit amid the secluded bamboo. Just let that image sink in for a second. Now let's unpack that, because every word here is so rich with meaning. The first character, 独, means alone. But this isn't the sad kind of loneliness. This is the peaceful, chosen kind of solitude. And where is he? In the Youhuang, a deep, secluded bamboo grove. And in Chinese culture, bamboo isn't just a plant. It's a symbol of integrity, resilience, and the spirit of a scholar. So he's not just sitting in some random woods. He's in a place that mirrors his own deepest values. All right, let's move on to the second line and see how this scene builds. In Chinese, 弹琴复长啸, and in English, strumming my zither and whistling a long note. All of a sudden, this totally silent scene is filled with these two very specific, very intentional sounds. And these are not just random actions. Playing the qin or the zither, that was the mark of a cultured scholar. It was a way to express feelings too subtle for words. And the second action, changxiao, is just fascinating. It's not just whistling. It's this unique kind of personal expression, a way of getting in tune with the nature around him. This isn't someone just fidgeting because they're bored. It's the mindful activity of someone who is completely at peace. And we have to stop and talk about what this word changxiao really is. It's way more than just a sound. It's practically a form of vocal meditation. Think of it as this long, clear note, part whistle, part chant, that kind of frees your spirit from your mind. For Taoist sages and scholars like Wang Wei, it was a way to literally voice their connection to the universe, to become one with the quiet of the forest. Okay, now for the third line, and this is where we see a real shift in perspective. In the original, Shen Lin不知. Translated, that means, in the deep forest, people do not know. You can feel him deliberately turning away, right? Embracing being unseen, being unknown by the social world. And the final line, it just completes the thought so beautifully. In Chinese, 明月来相照. This means, the bright moon comes to shine on me. So he might be unknown to people, but he's not really alone. He's found a companion after all. And right here, when you put these two lines side by side, you see the poem's real heart. On one side, you have the human world, which does not know he's there. But on the other, you have the natural world, the moon, which doesn't just know he's there, it actively comes to shine on him. He's basically traded social recognition for a deeper, cosmic kind of companionship. And this isn't just some modern interpretation. As this ancient commentary shows, scholars have felt this exact connection for centuries. One wrote that the moon seems to understand my heart and comes especially to shine on me. So in this poem, the moon isn't just a rock in the sky. It's a silent, understanding friend. So when we put all the pieces together, the poem's deeper layers really open up. It's a total masterclass in mindful presence. He's hearing the zither, he's feeling the moonlight. It's about finding real harmony with nature. And all of this is deeply influenced by Chan Buddhism, what we now call Zen. The poem basically is that ideal, achieving a clear, empty mind, free from all the noise of the world.
So that brings us to the big question, right? Why does this simple scene, described 1,200 years ago, feel so relevant? Why are we even talking about it now? It's because what Wang Wei was experiencing is the very thing so many of us are searching for today. His intentional solitude is the perfect antidote to our modern fear of missing out. His bamboo grove becomes this powerful metaphor for a digital detox, that space we all need where we can just disconnect from the constant pings and notifications. This poem is a reminder that the deepest connections aren't always in a crowd or on a screen. Sometimes they're found in the quiet, with only the moon for company.
And really, that's the takeaway. This poem isn't just some beautiful old thing. It's a guide. It leaves us with a question that feels more urgent than ever. In our world of constant, endless noise, where do you find your bamboo grove? What's that place or that moment where you can just sit, be present, and let the bright moon shine on you?